ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथानितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्ण भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताक्षं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांतो राधा कांतो नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरे वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So, thank you very much, Sri Gaur Prabhu. You have been our inspiration, and we really admire how beautifully you are inspiring so many devotees. And personally, we also attend this programs to revitalize our chanting. Yes, it's always good to remind ourselves that that this is the essence of our devotional service. So recently, Rohit, can you make me a co-host? I can share the screen.
Sure, Prabhuji.
So I thought of sharing a couple of slides. So recently, Bangalore was in the news for a lot of wrong reasons. And especially last week, there was a really big news. What was that? There were, and especially nearby our area only. Most of the devotees are staying in this ACS layout, and we're really shocked to hear that is a nearby place. There was a bomb blast. Somebody had come and really planted some IED device. A lot of people, they were having their normal chart, normal time, but suddenly, without anybody's awareness, right, and some blast happened, and everybody got really shattered. It's very difficult to find out, right? And still, they are not able to find out, who was that person, how he came, and how he did it, and so on. But I was also, relating that how, especially in our mind as well, how there has been a perpetual bomb blast happening. There have been always, so many terrorists coming to our mind to really attack in various ways. And how they come, right? Yes, with various doubts and distractions. And And just like in this case, most of the times we don't really understand, recognize, right, that he's a really friend or enemy. Because most of us can relate to, especially our eternal device, right? And I think nowadays, if somebody asks who is most closest to you, they will say not Paramatma, but mobile. They carry mobile everywhere because that is the dearmost friend, right? But the dearmost friend has become the most dangerous enemy of all of us. And not only these distractions, but also the doubts. Like all the devotees, would be thinking that why, Sudhir Prabhu has really introduced me to this chanting, and now he has gone, and I have to suffer every day. 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. What do I really achieve? We heard that okay, we have to search for happiness, but I'm more miserable. Waking up early in the morning and doing this, process of devotional service. What is really meaning? I thought that okay, I'll get some happiness by getting some more opulence or like more prestige, fame, name, right? Or in different ways, so that I'll be positioned everywhere as the man. Right? But what is really happening? Right? I have become more miserable. Right? Because in Srimad Bhagavatam, so there is a very beautiful verse. It says that Dhyayo Puraso Loke, right? There are two kinds of people who are always in bliss, right? The people who are completely intoxicated with the material sense gratification, and the one who are the Paramahamsa devotees. But especially those devotees, right, who are within, right, neither they are material sense gratifier, who are completely in blindness, they don't know what they are doing. They feel that ignorance is a bliss. They are really trying to do some enjoy madi. But then the other people, Paramahamsas, they are completely in the transcendental spiritual plane, and they are really releasing. But especially those devotees who are within, who are trying to, cross that bridge, from the material consciousness to spiritual consciousness. There is a lot of, Klishyanti Antarita Jana, and the devotees who are within are in between, they have to go through a turbulent phase, right? Like, here Prabhupada gives this example. There is a room is a dirty, right? It looks so, externally, right? It might look, okay, right? But then once you start cleaning it, all the dust comes out. And then you feel like, okay, whether now I'm really putting the dust around, or is it that what was it there earlier? Right? Like, we get more, disturbed, with, all these doubts and distractions. At that point of time, we need somebody who can really, help us in identifying, right, what is the right and wrong, who can really give us the discrimination power, and then so that we can determine to follow that path of devotional service. So our acharyas, they have been very merciful. They have told us, what is the sadhana bhakti is all about. And Rupa Goswami, has given in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has put this, definition of sadhana bhakti for all of us. What is the sadhana bhakti? Sadhana bhakti is all about kruti sadhe bhave sadhya bhava sa sadhana vida. Sadhana vida. This is sadhana bhakti. What is sadhana bhakti? It has two components. What is the two component? Yeah. And the two components of sadhana bhakti is that, kruti sadhya. Here we want to engage all our senses. Sevarmukhe jivadho, krusikena krusikesa. The same, right? How we engage our mind and senses in the process of devotional service, with the goal of attaining love for Krishna. So both are important. Right? If you just, some people that okay, I want love for Krishna, and they, try to do some utpatang and and that okay, like there are a lot of sahajiyas, and they do, so many things in the name of bhakti, and they really, in a way, ruin this process of bhakti. But then, especially Rupanugas, their devotees who are following in the footsteps of Rupa Goswami, he has told us, how to go in a stage by stage, how to go from sadhana bhakti to bhava bhakti and then to prema bhakti. right? In sadhana bhakti, it is very important to have the regulation, right? And regulation means, what are the things we should do, what are the things we should not do. Uh, there has to be a clear charter, there has to be clarity. And not only we should really aware of them, but we should really follow them. Um, because most of the times we know that, okay, right, these are the things, this is really expected out of a devotee. We hear in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, so many wonderful characteristics of a devotee. Right, or in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we hear so many, beautiful characteristics, of so many devotees, or even in sadhana siddhas also. But then we really forget that what is really the goal of our sadhana bhakti is the love for Krishna. Is that sadhya bhava bhakti, right? Like we really need to attain that love, we need to really develop that attraction for love. Right? No, it's not that okay, we have to just engage just mechanically, we have to do our devotional service. Right? With our just lips only, and with our finger only. No, we have to engage not only our lips and our uh, fingers, but also our mind, but also our heart. All the indriyas, they should be dovetailed, in doing the devotional service to the Lord. You know, Otherwise, what happens, right? Like we might be just doing mechanically, right? Then, like our heart and our mind may be somewhere else. Yeah. Or the other problem is that we might be thinking that, oh, we are doing all this devotional service, maybe to get some bhukti, maybe to get some mukti. But we don't, bhukti and mukti, especially somebody might say, oh, Prabhuji, I'm already become devotee, I don't worry about this bhukti and mukti. What is the bhukti and mukti for a devotee? Bhukti for a devotee means, oh, I'm still attached to the aham and mama, right? Like, I want a bigger position, I want a bigger, so many puja lava pratishtha, right? And mukti means, right? A devotee feels that no, I want to really get out of all the responsibilities in the devotional service because they are really burden for me, right? And I want to be free. And that's what the Gyani feels, right? Like I want to go get out of this miserable material world, and I just want Santi, right? So without taking any responsibility of the devotional service, I want to be just at peace. Right? But here, our Acharya is very clearly, emphasized that how all our senses needs to be executed, and the goal should be the love for Krishna, right? And right, because yes, once we do this, this process of devotional service, beginning with the chanting, it will lead to prema. It will lead to the love of Godhead, right? And like yes, we need to understand that this prema, this bhava bhakti can be really awakened, right, through the chanting of the holy name. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? He talks to Ramananda Rai and Sarup Damodar in this Chaitanya Charitamritas, right? Antelila, last chapter, the 6th chapter. It is Prema Udgama Premamrita Aswadana Krishna Prati Sevamrita Samudra Majjana. And also he says that how the chanting of the Lord Nama Sankirtane Hoye Sarva Anartha Nasa, right? By chanting of the holy name, all the anarthas get vanquished. They all get removed. And then what happens? Right? Krishna Premira Ullasa, right? We really, the love of Godhead really gets aroused within us. Right? This is the power of the holy name. With the power of the holy name, it really flood us. It really flood us, with the love of Godhead. It will really flood us with the nectarian, right? So that we can really taste, the love of Krishna, right? We can really attain Krishna. We can really that is the
I think so. There's some connectivity issues. So Sudhir Gopal Prabhu should be joining us back. I think so. Prabhuji has joined.
Hare Krishna, you can hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know where I got lost, but anyway, so we are saying that, like, through the chanting of the holy name, the love of Godhead, gets awakened. But still, we are very far. Why we have not received that love of Godhead, within us? And Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he's very strong. He's saying that if you chant, right, with those doubts and distractions, right, and with these offenses, right, you cannot really achieve this premadhana, this supremost treasure. बहु जन्मे करे यदि श्रवण कीर्तन तबु तना पाए कृष्ण पदे premadhana. Right? Yes, even if we might be chanting, right, maybe so many rounds, for like maybe years or for years, for already here, Krishna Kaviraj goes, for many births, right, still will not be able to attain premadhana, right? Is it not contradictory? Like in the just last verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself saying, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami saying that, by chanting the holy name, we'll get the love of Godhead. And here, we are hearing that, right? By chanting the holy name for millions of births also, will not get the love of Godhead. Yeah, yes. What the acharyas are really saying is that if we chant with offense, right, we'll not get the complete result. Yes, we'll get some result. We'll get once again some mukti, but we'll not get the Krishna prema. So it's very important for all of us to understand that, right, we have to chant without offense. तार मध्ये सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम संकीर्तन निरपराधे नाम लले पेय प्रेमधन निरपराधे. Once you chant the holy name without offense, then we'll get the Krishna prema. And as long as we are chanting with offense, right, all the offenses that we always read, we should always read, and we should understand, what are those meanings of those offenses, and how we can really apply that in our life. That's what just Mahaprabhu said. Just chant the holy name and don't commit offenses, and I'll take you back to Godhead. Right? Yes. Otherwise, there's a very beautiful pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Ramchandra Viswas. He was coming with Raghunath Bhatta Goswami to Jagannath Puri, and he was serving so sincerely. Even Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, he was always chanting the name of Lord Ram. But then once he came to Puri, and along with Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath offered his obeisances to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu acknowledged. Mahaprabhu was so happy. But he completely ignored this Ramdas Viswas. Why? Because Mahaprabhu, because he is a Paramatma in everybody's heart, he recognized what exactly he wants. He doesn't want Krishna Prema. He doesn't want, right, to serve the Lord. But he wants this mukti. He wants, Sayuja mukti. He wants, to be one with Lord Ram. He wants to be Lord Ram. Right? So this mood of this proprietorship, controllership, right? All these are the obstacles in the path of devotional service. So what is really important for all of us to realize and to make sure that, to ensure that, we don't get victim, right? Because like, Raghunath Das Goswami, he gives a very beautiful example. It is like that a traveler is really going, on a long highway, but then suddenly, all the dacoits, right? They really plunder that traveler, who is really, returning home with all the wealth and everything, but all the dacoits, they plunder. Similarly, like the devotee also, after coming in association with the devotees, he collects, right, this treasure of the devotional service. But then while performing the devotional service, by somehow or other, he is being attacked by these doubts and distractions. So how should we be really careful on the path, that how we cannot commit any offense on this path of execution of devotional service, right? And once we do it, right, then definitely, right, Lord Gaura and Nityananda, they are there. Gauranga Nityananda. Yes, it's not only we do it, right, without offense, But most importantly, right, in this age of Kali Yuga, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Chaitanya Nityananda nahi e vichar, Namalay de premada he he asrudhar. Yes, by chanting the holy name, we should really get the love of Godhead. But why are not doing it? Yes, we are committing offense. But still, what should we do? Right? Yes, Krishna Kaviraj is giving this secret formula here. That yes, this name of Lord, right, has to be accompanied, has to be, taken with the mercy of Sri Gaurnitai. Like, yes, we should pray to Sri Gaurnitai because this Gaurnitai, they are the most merciful incarnation of the Lord. Prema matta Nityananda Kripa Avatara Uttama Adhama Kichu Nakare Vichar. And this is the quality of Nityananda. What is the quality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Patra Patra Vichar Nahi, Nahi Sthana Sthan. Jai Jaha Paye Taha Kare Pranida. Right? This is the quality of Gaur Nitai. Right? Otherwise, same holy name even was being chanted in different yugas like Satya Yoga, Treta Yoga, Dwapar Yoga. Right? But they were like, they were helping the people to go out of this material world, but they were not helping to develop this love of Godhead. Right? Only with the mercy of Sri Gaur Nitai, right? which really give us that love of Godhead. Right? So yes, what is really required, what is really important for all of us is to take shelter of Gauranga and Nityananda, before our chanting, during our chanting, and after our chanting. Right? Always, that because we are here in this process of devotional service only because of Sri Gaur Nitai and their representatives. So in a grateful heart, right, in a prayerful heart, right, we take shelter of all our Acharya, Siksha Guru, Diksha Gurus, and our predecessor Acharyas, and Gauranga and Nityananda, that only because of you we have got an opportunity, right? And we should really, have that hankering that yes, I want to develop that love of Godhead, because without developing the love of Godhead, there is no use. Right? We cannot really go back to God unless we have that desire to take shelter of Sri Gaurnitai. Right? Especially, Lord Rishabdev, he says, in 5.5.6, he says that that Pritina Yavat Maivasudeva Namuchyati Deha Yogena Tavat. As long as we don't develop the love of Godhead, we cannot go back into the spiritual world. We cannot really live this in a material body. Right? Or in Bhagavatam also in the beginning, now yadi ratim samaya vahi kevala. So we should develop that rati, right? And that rati, that prema, can be only awakened only by taking shelter of Sri Gaurnitai. Yes, we should have that uninterrupted, right? That attraction, for the shelter of Sri Gaurnitai. Right? You can remember this beautiful prayer of Mother Queen Kunti also. How she says that, and just like the Ganga is so much of attached, right, to go to the ocean. Similarly, our mati, our consciousness should be always attracted to the lotus feet of Sri Gaurnitai. Right? Tvayame ananya visaya matir madhupate sukrut ratim buddhatata adha Ganga iva danvati. Yes, this lotus feet of, especially, the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is Madhupati, right, who is the Lord of Madhu, right, or lotus feet of, right, Gauranga and Nityananda. They are like the ocean of nectar, ocean of nectar. There's a Prema Amrita Sindhu. There's a Prema Amrita Sindhu. And just like, if there is some, dirty object is there, if you put some good thing also, if you put there, it becomes dirty. But, if you put anything on a sugar syrup, it becomes sweetened. Right? Similarly, once you put our consciousness in this Prema Amrita Sindhu, in the lotus feet of Sri Sri Gaurnitai, our consciousness also will get sweetened, will get, sweeter. Right? Yes, because Lord is sweet. Lord is so sweet. Our Villamangal Thakur is praying that Madhuram Madhuram Vapurasya Vibho Madhuram Madhuram Badanam Madhuram Madhugandhi Mrido Smitam Etadaho Madhuram 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 Madhuram. Like Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is really quoting in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that how Lord is so beautiful, so sweet, right? Because Bapurasya Vibho, he is so great. Vibho means Vibhu, right? Vibhu and Anu, we say, right? Vibhu is Lord is so great. At the same time, he's so sweet, right? Madhuram, Madhuram. He was not happy with just putting one adjective. He said Madhuram, Madhuram. But then once you talk about what about his body is sweet, but his face is more sweeter. That's why he puts three adjectives of Madhura. Madhuram, Madhuram, Vadanam, Madhuram. But then within his face, there is something is much more beautiful, much more sweet. What is that? Mrudu Smitam. He's smiling of Lord Krishna. The smiling of Lord Krishna is so sweet, so sweet. That's a Madhu Gandhi Mridu Smitam Eitadaho. Madhu Gandhi, it's like honey, the fragrance of honey, right? Yes, right? Sometimes, like at this point, you might not be able to realize that sweetness, because of the jaundice of our, consciousness. But then, yes, Adarad right? With the respect, with love, with attention, right? Every day, regularly, once you follow this process of devotional service, yes, Koluseva just, it's naturally, they will come up. But what is really required is our greed, to take center of the Lord, Lotus feet, right? Yes, that should be our mood. Then how do you really understand that our chanting is really going towards the love of Godhead, our really going to the love of Godhead, to get the Krishna Prema? This is the test. This is the three pillars of our Gaudiya and Vaishnava. What is that? Right? The Nam Ruchi. Right? Once you talk about chanting of the holy name, right? What do you really ask for? Prabhupada has said that, very simply, I remember our Sudhir Prabhu was giving sometime like very beautiful, from the Hari Bhakti Vilas, he was talking about, we should have Namartha, we should Chintan, we should understand the meaning of this, holy name. Right? What is this meaning of the holy name? That's what Prabhupada has given us very simply. Please engage us in your devotional service. That aspiration to serve, right, is the sum and substance of chanting of the holy name. So once you chant the holy name, we should be more eager to serve the Lord. Right? There's a very beautiful pastime also. Right? I'll not go in detail, but how when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling from Puri to Bengal, right, there was this intoxicated king, a Muslim king, Muhammadan king. Once he came in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started chanting Krishna, Krishna. Right? As soon as he started chanting Krishna, Krishna, then he approached Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, how can I really serve you? Right? Then Srila Prabhupada writes, this is the test. So once we have the test in the holy name, means it should really lead to the next stage, to serve, right? The Vaishnava Seva. And it should really lead to action in devotional service. We should be eager, right? We should be enthusiastic to serve the Lord and his devotees. Yes, this Nama Ruchi should really lead to Vaishnava Seva, right? And the devotee is not only just happy, right, serving and just releasing the nectar of this devotional service by serving the Lord and his devotees. He wants to give this access of devotional service to everybody, and that's what it is, Jiva Daya. So yes, right, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada and all our acharyas, right, they have given their life, to sow these three pillars of our, devotional service: Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva, and Jivadaya. And this is a what do you call virtuous cycle, right? The more we have a test for the holy name, the more we want to serve. The more we want to serve, then we want to really give this access of devotional service to much more people, right? Yes, our Namaruchi means here we should have aspired for devotional service, and then we get action in the devotional service, and then it should lead to how we can give more and more access of devotional service to each and everyone. Thank you very much. So please kindly pray that so that we can also get this Nam Ruchi Vaishnava Seva and Jivadaya and really truly imbibe within our. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Sudhir Gopal prabhuji. Actually, Sudhir Gopal prabhuji is live example of this triad: Nam Ruchi, Vaishnav Seva, and Jeev Daya. And we are all fortunate to have Prabhuji with us, because this is what he does and this is what he encourages. I've hardly seen such a consistency in any devotee who has been doing these things, for so long, so nicely, so humbly, so carefully, and so personally. So we are very thankful to you, Prabhuji. We are very, very fortunate actually to have you. And I would request devotees who are there in Bangalore to utilize Prabhuji as much as possible. He's there. He's a treasure house of love, and he has a lot of taste in seva. and all these three things actually. So you should utilize him, because you never know tomorrow where he will be and where you will be. Better to utilize him to the fullest. Yeah. So just want to open the floor if you have any questions or comment. Yeah.
Yes, Samadana.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam to Gaur Prabhuji also. Prabhuji, my question is that one side we are saying like we should avoid this naam aparadha, and one side we are saying okay, if we do a single naam, even we can say kra or ra also, it will we'll get the moksha, we will get the Vaikuntha Dham. So why there is a two uh, like different things on this, Prabhuji?
Very good question. Very good question. Thank you for being so attentive. So what our acharyas are saying that, like, yes, we hear also the glories of our devotional service, right? Like, Rathetu Bhamanam Drushra Punarjanma Navin, right? Like, once you see the Lord Jagannath in the Rath, you'll not get Punarjanma. So how do you really understand all this? Our acharyas simplified it, right? Just like, like we go to your house and maybe at that point of time, you might have really got a ticket, to go to, let's say, Vrindavan. And and then, right, but then you wanted to go in a different path this time, not to take by train or a flight. So you wanted to go by walking. Go by walking, right? Or you start going, but then, right, on the highway you realize that, okay, no, anyway I'll go to Vrindavan, but let me spend some time, right? And I'll take an exit to go to the Bangalore city and spend some time, and then in the meantime you really miss the flight. Right? But then once I go your home just after you leave, right? And I ask Mataji, where Ramal Gadadhar Prabhu has gone? And Mataji will say, Prabhuji, he has gone to Vrindavan. We went to Vrindavan. So what does it mean? Yes, Prabhuji has gone to Vrindavan. Like, she is saying true. But at the same time, have you reached Vrindavan? Not yet, right? Maybe you are still in Bangalore. Maybe still, maybe you are on the stuck still in the traffic jam of Bangalore. Right? So we should have, we should be very clear, right, on the goal and also on the process, right? That yes, we should not experiment, so many new things. We should really follow the process, the path that is given by acharyas, because yes, this flight works or this train works, and this is how we should go, and we should follow that path. Otherwise, yes, we are on that journey, but there are a lot of exits are there. There are a lot of allurements are there. There are a lot of distractions are there, and we might get stuck, right? Like, we are talking about this, Rishabdev and Rishabdev pastime, right? The teachings of Lord Rishabdev. And then he said to Bharat Maharaj, so is it not that, like, then he went to the forest and he was doing so many things that yes, he went to go, Godhead. He went back to Godhead, but then he went after with two more chances. That yes, we'll go back to Godhead, but it will get delayed. So now it's really, the choice is us, within us, right? Whether we want to go within this lifetime, or right, we want to go sometime later, where all the messengers of Vishnu or the Yamaduta, they would say that better luck next time. Okay, you have to once again come back and learn A, B, C, D, A for apple, and then once again somehow we get an opportunity to associate with the devotees, and then, right, we'll go back to Godhead. Does that answer your question, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah. Sadhu Sevan Prabhu.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my respectful obeisances. Prabhuji, my question is like, sometime when we eat something like chili, so it is very difficult, and then we immediately, if some jaggery is given, it cools down the effect of the chili, right? It makes us a little bit relaxed. Now, my question is with respect to the point that Prabhuji told, that Krishna is Madhuram, his smile is um, sweetest among all. There is no comparison. But this our disease of jaundice becomes an obstacle. So, how long this jaundice can be so powerful that it is not allowing us to taste the sweetness of the jaggery or the smile of the Krishna?
Yes.
So that is my question, Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Yes. In that same verse, Rupa Goswami has given the solution. That is just like a person who is afflicted with the jaundice, he cannot taste the sweetness of these, the sweet. But then he should understand that same, sweetness of the sugarcane juice is really the medicine, right, to get out of it. Same, and yes, at this point of time, we, don't have the taste for this holy name of the Lord, right? Because of our avidya, because of our ignorance, that we don't understand, what is a prize awaiting us, right? What is a gift, that Lord wants to give us, right? We think that, oh, I have to pay too much price for it, but we don't understand that, we hear about, in Satya Yoga or Trita Yoga, Dwapara, what kind of, Rajasuya Yajna or, different sacrifices or meditations they used to do just to get, some Santarasa, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says in Krishna Samhita, maybe in Satya Yoga, people used to do for the thousands of years of meditation to get in a Santarasa, right? Maybe to go to Vaikuntha. But now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Ujjvala Rasam, right? Like, that Anarpita Charinchirat, Karunaya Vartirna Kalo, Samarpaita Urnato Ujjalarasam, Sobhakti Sriya, right? Like, he wants to give the highest love of Godhead in this most degraded age, right? Do you really understand the price that is awaiting us? And then once you understand it, then why don't we take it seriously? That this price that we are praying is nothing, as compared to the price that is really expected, right? And what so Rupa Goswami is saying that Adarat Anudina. This is the two conditions he is saying in this verse. Right? Yes, we should do it with adara, with that faith, with that attention, and also Anudina, every day, Nityam, right? Yes, somehow or other, we should, do all the activities which are really favorable, for our chanting of the devotional service, which are not really favorable for our devotional service, for our chanting. We should really, keep them away. Then just, by following these two principles, Adara and Anudinam, in the ecosystem of the devotees, we should have faith that we'll get the taste. And that is a realization of Haridas Thakur. That is a realization of Rupa Goswami. And that's what Rupa Goswami is saying. Aghadamana Yasoda Nandana Nanda Suno Kamala Nayana Gopi Chandra Vrindavanendra Pranata Karuna Krishna iti Aneka Sarupe Twai Mamaratiruche Vardhatam Namadheya Nadeo. Like Rupa Goswami saying, I want millions of tongues, millions of years. Or like here in this Namastakam prayer. And he's saying that, that I want to have more and more, test for chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So beautiful names of the Lord. Right? Yes, and all these Goswamis, they are not cheating us. Right? And they are really telling us for our benefit. We should have faith in Goswamis, in Srila Prabhupada, and take this process sincerely, seriously, without any ulterior motive. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Please bless so that we can develop this taste. And Vaishnavas are very merciful. Please bestow your blessings upon us, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. It's our
Thank you.
pleasure and honor to have your association. We get so much of inspiration from you and all the devotees here. Thank you very much for keeping us in your sector.
It's for me, Prabhuji. There are wonderful comments here on the chat, like Sudha Mataji has dropped Hari Hari, such a wonderful class, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. I really like the simplicity of devotional service by Nam Ruchi Jeev Daya and Vaishnav Seva. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Then Keval Singh Rajput Prabhu also. I'm running on hope that I'll get affection towards Krishna by chanting his name, listening to his glories and association of Vaishnavas. Correct me, Prabhuji, if anything needs to be done in addition to this. So this is a question, Prabhuji. I'll repeat it again. I'm running on hope that I will get affection towards Krishna by chanting his name, listening to his glories, and association of Vaishnavas. Correct me, Prabhuji, if anything needs to be done in addition to this.
Yes, Asha. You're right. Like, what is really expected out of a devotee is to have the hope against hope, right? And to have that strong desire that, yes, I want this. And once I want this means I want to really put that effort behind it. Whatever you want it, right? You want to really put effort, if you really want it. Right? Yes, seriously, sincerely, we try our best, right? It's not because of our sincere try we'll go back to God. No, and that will trigger, the mercy of our acharyas. That will trigger the mercy of the blessings of the devotees. They will take us back to Godhead. But what is really required is that little bit of, that sincerity. So as you have mentioned, right? Yes, so take shelter of the Vaishnava. You take shelter of Sri Gaur Nitai. Right? Yes, now it's not that because Gaur Purnima is coming, we are taking shelter of Gauranga Nityananda. So with each chanting of the holy name, right? Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur says that now, once you chant at every bid, we take shelter of Gaur Nitai. Right? This is the lotus feet. And in this lotus feet, everything is at this. Nectar is there, right? How can I really release it? Right? With that mood, with that relation, we might not have that, right? But with that faith in the spiritual master, with the faith in our predecessor Acharya's teachings, we continue it, right? And that faith gets strengthened once we have the association of the devotees who have that taste. Right? Yes, please continue this chanting of the association and the association of devotees. The strong desire that I want Krishna prem. I don't need anything else. I don't want to get cheated, once again, right? So that I have to come back into this, world. But I want to really come and serve, right? Of course, like if you want me to bring here, right, so that it will help me in further in my devotional service, I'm okay, right? It's not that, right? It's I for my selfish desire, I want to, go to you. But wherever you want me to serve, right? That's what. Wherever you want that my loving devotional service will get strengthened, will get increased. Vardhatam namadvai. Wherever I get taste in the holy name, Bhagavatam, and serving the devotees, right? This Nam Ruchi Vaishnava Deva and Devadaya, wherever these three will get further, please take me there and please engage me there. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for your sincere question.
Vidyapati Oja Prabhuji has dropped. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much for such sweet words which will invoke prema in our heart for Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Nagraj Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice reminder not to miss or delay our spiritual path with distractions and doubts. Thank you. So there are many other thanks to you, Prabhuji, and thanks for the guidance, and thank you so much. So we are very thankful, Prabhuji, for accepting this invite and sharing your time with us. It is always, such a feeling of great indebtedness to you, Prabhuji.
Hare. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
It keeps reminding.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Dhanavad Pranam, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the
Dhanavad Pranam.
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Great Sudhir Gopal prabhuji ki jai.
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. Jai.